It's terribly bad and it's eating so much on us all. And the government shouldn't have allowed this at first. There could have been an agreement between Nnpc and Dangote. We can't have crude oil in this country and be going through this hardship about four. And it's sad. I was hoping it was going to come down, but like we get to understand. We remember vividly when the SIM card came up, the communication SIM card came up, where we had Econet at first, then MTN came in some month later, then there was a bomb where Globalcom came in after a year plus, and the thing went drastically down. What I just hope is that more refinery will be given license to operate in the country so we can have cheaper fuel and export to other countries. How can it be higher when the present government made fuel at 200 plus, 265 naira? And today we are paying times four of the same amount. I was in Port Harcourt of the weekend, it was sold for 1,400. I went to Uyo, it was sold for 1,400. And here back in Lagos, it still sells for 1,000 plus, which I don't understand. The proposed price should be uniform everywhere. Dangote and the government will have reached an agreement before now. Not at the tail end, we're now getting all this. And the price of foodstuff, price of commodities have all jumped up. So I don't think the government has done pretty well on this, which they must do it fast, because the anger will soon burst out. The agreement now the government should reach is for them to immediately license other companies who are interested in building refinery closer to where we have crude, in the south where we have crude, so we can have cheap. So with that, if Dangote as a company figure out that more companies are coming in, 2 or 4 are coming in, they will be forced to cut down their price, and the marketers too can as well build a refinery if they so wishes.
Just like every other Nigerian, we all feel bad about it because generally this thing is just too much, like compared to, let me say, the general revenue. So, and anything that affects petroleum price will definitely affect the price of virtually every other commodity. So, just to make it short, I don't feel good about it. Talking of suitability, yeah, it should be, because I think this imported fuel, it's always having more of sulfur in it, which we know that is not really good for that. So, talking of stability, I want to believe it should be more suitable. I think we've been seeing it on social media, like the color and everything, so it's expected. But then, talking of the price, I want to believe that it may not be, because definitely he will not sell it cheaper than what the federal government wants him to sell it. So it's not as if he's coming with a lower price compared to. So talking of the price, there may not be difference like that, because at least he still needs to honor the price the federal government wants him to sell it. So the price, there may not be change like that, or maybe positive change like that. Though we all hope, we all pray, we all wish that it could be cheaper than the current price, but then I don't think it's really realistic. Even when we're importing it, we know we have the raw material from the company. So the problem is not about having the raw material in the company, it's just about the amounts our leaders want it sold. So before it started, if we want it cheaper than this, we can have it. There are other things that we also have their raw material, yet we are still suffering for them. So it's not about the source of the raw materials. It's just about our leaders. Let me just put it that way.
I think before this pricing comes down, there's an amount that would have increased, that would have added to it. So even if Dangote is saying, okay, 815 naira today, because before you get to the final consumer, it's already about 1,002, 1,001. So at the end of the day, it's not really about how much they want to sell it. It's about how much we are going to get it. And this thing is really impacting a lot of things. Like moving from here to here, a transport will take for maybe 200 naira before. We are now taking it like 400 naira. So I don't think it's more of Dangote's pricing or Nnpc pricing. It is still more of our retailers how much they want to sell it. There is the pricing of fuel station, and there's also the pricing of those that buy from fuel station and then sell to vehicles and kekes and the likes.
What I think the Nigerians are doing, they're actually paying politics with the business, because Dangote is the business owner. The only thing I can see there is if they had borrowed in money to, to facilitate the business, then their price might be accepted. But it's my business, it's my money. I can give you my price. Then you now sit as a synergy. Okay, what do you want to do for us? Because you can't imagine a business owner selling to a particular person. Dangote, they will have sit down with Dangote and say, okay, fine, what do you want to do for us? Do you get it? So for that, I don't think it will work. There's this thing we call price control. If there is a match, we remember the era of Zain, Airtel, whatever. If there is another, if government can actually be sincere about it, give a license to modular refineries. You can produce at your own price, then give Dangote a match for its, for its production. If I can buy somewhere else at a cheaper price, then the price range, there will be a control on the price. I think that would be fair enough. Leave Dangote, let's work on our own refinery. We have more than 4 refineries, but they are not working. They keep promising us it will come up so date. Why are they particular about Dangote refinery? Let's work on our refinery. Then, if our refineries are working, if Dangote will be a plus on Nigeria. So if I think Dangote refinery is okay for me, I can go there and buy. If I think Nigerian Nnplc is okay for me, I can go there and buy. They should leave Dangote. Dangote is a business person. He can decide to sell any amount he so wishes. Do you get it? He's a business person. It's my business. You can't tell me what to do because you don't have a price control on it already. But if there is another refinery, maybe another person or government refinery, then we can, okay, government is not selling more than this price, then you should not sell your own more than this price. Do you get it? That's when the price control will work.
It's not only unnecessary, it's outrageous, very wicked and unthoughtful. With the situation of things before now, I never expect that a very considerate government will do what they have done. So in fact, I don't know what to say. It's barbaric and savagery. We will be making mistake if we are thinking along that line. Dangote is a capitalist. Is there anything Dangote has ever introduced in this country that has not, shove off the prices of goods? So we know that when Dangote said he was coming here, he too was coming to make things difficult for Nigerians. So forget about Dangote. Nobody, how much was a pack of noodles before? It was when this guy came in and every other thing. So please, I don't want to hear that name. You know that maybe 1 or 2 weeks before this Dangote nonsense, you know what happened? Maybe because they have planned in their clique, their cartel, right? The government just came up and shut up its own prices, and so that we will not be surprised. So nothing good can come out of Dangote. What do you call his name?
Well, I feel that the price of fuel is very unfair because of the economy right now is very harsh, and due to the increase in fuel, to me it's just unfair.
Well, what I can say to the Nnpc, especially the new price, it has not been easy. Then I can see that a lot of people are finding it extremely difficult to cope. So that initially we're talking about the whole price. The Nnpc whole price was, I think, 568. And we were still battling on that, and suddenly the price just went up again. So I think now to 855. So it's really a very tough time that is very hard for people to bear. So then that is not an interesting issue. Probably there might be a little reduction, probably to. Can't foresee anything below 550 thereabout, even when Dangote starts selling. I can't foresee anything below 500 and something. Let's say 550 thereabout. So it's not going to be too many different from what we are having now, to me. But if other refinery can work as well in order to support Dangote, so it's going to be an additional relief. But relying on Dangote alone may not be too much different from what we are experiencing now. I wouldn't know as such, but it is not, we can't rule it out. They will have some allowance. You understand? They will have some allowance, but the extent of the allowance is what I cannot say. Definitely they will have some alliance because Dangote will relate with Nnplc before he fixes his price, looking at the economy and all of that. So there are some economic forces, that initiate Dangote fixing his own price. So of which we may not be, I may not be able to be too detailed about that.
We sure hope you enjoyed this video. For more entertaining video content such as behind the scenes of music videos and movies, music concerts, premieres, interviews, and exclusive gists, subscribe now to our YouTube channel GoldmyneTV and be unleashed into a world of super excitement.